Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's tutorial, I'm going to go ahead and show you how I achieved this very dewy, glowy skin with a rose gold eye. For me, this is very spring appropriate. Of course, I want spring and summer to come already. I am so over the fall and winter months. But anyway, if you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment down below what other tutorials you would like to see next. And if you want to see how I achieve this look, then keep on watching.
So to start off, we're going to be applying our moisturizer. I usually start off with eyes first, but today I felt like doing my skin first. So I'm just applying this all over my skin. This is the Hope in a Jar moisturizer by Philosophy, and I love it. And then for primer, I'm going to be using the Becca Backlight Priming Filter Primer. And I'm applying this actually to the tops of my cheeks, the forehead, the chin, and the nose. And I'm depositing the product, just tapping it in. And then once I'm done with that, I'll go ahead and just blend it out into the rest of my face. And the reason I do that is because I feel like I get more luminosity from this primer, like when I apply it that way. It looks really pretty. It's like glowing from within. And then on top of that, I'm going to be doing the Tatcha Dewy Skin Mist. And I'm just spraying it in direct areas, like just the cheeks and a little bit on the center of the face. Fan it off, girl. Fan it off. And then we're going to start with foundation. So the foundation I'm using is the Makeupforever Ultra HD. This one I have been told is a lot more hydrating than the original HD foundation. I do really like this foundation for my skin, and I feel like I do get a really nice dewy finish with it, especially with a beauty blender. You always want to use a damp beauty blender when you're buffing out your foundation, just because it does help to blend it in and look a little bit more natural when it sits on the skin, so it looks more like skin and not so much like your foundation. With this one, I do feel like I get a pretty good coverage as well with my beauty blender. So buff it out. And then take a Starbucks break. I'm going to go ahead and conceal. I'm going to be using the Becca, I don't even know what this is called. I think it's like the color corrector concealer. I'll link it down below for you guys. It's amazing stuff. Literally, I just apply it. I'll buff it out with the beauty blender, and my dark circles are completely gone. I meant to say completely gone. I don't know what happened to my voice, but that happened. Just buff it out. This stuff is honestly so amazing. I'm going to highlight with the Bare Mineral Stroke of Light concealer. This is my new favorite concealer. It conceals. It's very lightweight, but it also adds luminosity to the skin. And since this is a spring dewy makeup look, we want as much luminosity as we can get. And again, just buffing it out with a damp beauty blender. This is going to absorb any excess product if we apply too much and make it look beautiful and hydrated. To set it, I'm going to be using the Morphe 9C palette with those first two lighter shades in that palette. And I'm just going to be setting the under eye area and also like the center of the face, anywhere that I actually went ahead and applied that highlighting concealer. That way it stays all day and it doesn't crease. And then for my face, I'm taking the MAC Mineralize Skin Finish Natural, I think. This is in Light Plus, and a huge Morphe brush. It's just light and fluffy. This is just going to lightly set the skin without packing on too much powder and making me look matte. And then I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyes. I normally use MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, but I wanted to try the Nars one today for primer. And then taking this eyeshadow number 3 by Morphe, I'm just applying that all over the eyelid where I applied that primer, and this is just going to set it and makes your eyeshadows blend much more smoother when you have your primer set. It doesn't drag your lid as much. Taking Anastasia Beverly Hills in the shade Birkin eyeshadow, I don't know if that made sense, Birkin eyeshadow and a Morphe M441, I'm just taking this into the crease, focusing it on the outer corner, so I'll pack it on the outer corner a little bit, and then just buff it out with whatever's left on my brush. I'll bring it a little bit higher up into the crease, and it will also act as my transition shade. And now using the ColourPop Cosmetics Kathleen Lights collaboration in the shade Weenie. I love this color. This is going to be the star of this show. Basically, it is a very light rose gold color, but I love the metallic finish on it. It says it's pearlized. However, I don't even know how to say it. It's pearlized. But it looks really pretty. I feel like it's a lot more foiled on the lid. I'm using my finger just because I feel like you get the most pigmentation from ColourPop eyeshadows this way. And then I'm just taking that same blending brush I used earlier just to buff out any harsh edges that I might have come across. And then taking a Makeupforever eyeshadow. This is very similar to like Cocoa Bear by Makeup Geek or Brown Script by MAC. I'm only using this just to deposit a little bit of color right on the outer corner of the crease, and then just buffing it into the crease with whatever is left on my brush. Similar to what I did with that Birkin shadow, and this is just going to deepen up the eye look a little bit and add a little bit more smokiness to it. And then taking Costa Riche by MAC, this is very loved, as you can tell. I'm going to be I'm going to be lining my waterline, and I cannot talk today. I don't know what's wrong with me. And then I'm going to be setting that with a Morphe number 24 eyeshadow and just buffing it in on my lower lash line. And now to finish off the face, I'm going to be bronzing. I'm using the Hourglass, I think it's the light bronze luminous light or something like that. It's amazing. I love it. And a huge Morphe brush. This is just going to buff it into my skin. I'm applying it to the temples of my head, the cheekbones, and then you will see just in a second, I'm going to be applying it down my neckline as well, just so that it all looks like I am actually one color and not like 3 different colors on my face. And then to highlight, I'm taking ColourPop Cosmetics Electric Slide and a damp beauty blender. Again, this is the way I like to apply the ColourPop highlights, just because I feel like it blends easier into the skin. And if I use my finger, I feel like my bronzer for some reason gets kind of streaky, which is really weird. So using the beauty blender does not give me that effect. I'm applying it to any area that I'm going to be applying my regular highlight, and then taking the MAC Oh Darling, I know this was limited edition, I'm going to be using this and a fan brush just to pack on right on top of that electric slide shade. You could use any highlight you prefer, I just really like this one at the moment. For blush, I'm using MIlani Cosmetics Luminoso and a Morphe E4. This brush just gets you super precise with your blush, and I love how it blends it into the skin. It's so pretty. And then we're going to move on back to our eyes. So I'm not putting on false lashes today. That's the whole point of this look, is that's just going to be a nice fresh kind of spring makeup look and very glowy and dewy. So you want the focus on the skin, not so much the eyes. So I'm going to be curling my lashes and applying 2 different mascaras. So first I'm using the Benefit Roller Lash, and I like this one just because I feel like it separates the lashes, but it still adds like more of a natural length and natural volume instead of making them look clumpy. And for the next mascara, we're going to be applying, also by Benefit, the They're Real mascara. I like this one because of the little ball that it has on the end of the wand, and I like using that to get to my inner corner lashes. I do wear false lashes so much that when I actually remove them, some of my real lashes will come off, and it's very hard for me to grow my lashes. So using this mascara to get to those inner corners helps really well. And then I'm going to be highlighting the inner tear duct area just with that same MAC Oh Darling that I used on my cheekbones. For lipstick, I'm going to be applying a MAC lipstick. I have not used an actual tubed lipstick in a long time, but this color is so pretty. It's called Angel. It's a very light, soft baby pink on the lips. It's not completely matte. I think this is actually a satin. I love it. And then just to set the face, I'm using the Urban Decay Chill Makeup Setting Spray, and that completes this look. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in my next video.
So in today's tutorial, I'm going to go ahead and show you how I achieve this makeup look right here. Bless you. Look at you. Look at you. You want to say hi? You like the lip gloss? Ew, you're stinky. Ugh. Okay, goodbye. Goodbye.